I got it's I think I'm oof. Mm. Someone has just reported in locally that some people have been fishing in the area, and they have been leaving fish hooks and fish lines and all sort of like fishing equipment and water and trash behind. And it has been this might be like a concern to like. So this was just happening in the Port Hope area, but recorded by like someone who was just walking around the waterfront, and she and her husband was walking, and then her husband stepped on something. So he picked up his shoe and he looked at it, looked, and he stepped on a fish hook. Now, this doesn't always just happen in the area, but this might happen to Coburg, Bancroft, Bewdley, or any other like places where people might fish a lot right now. Since coronavirus is limiting the number of like beaches being open, or like marinas, in this case. So occasionally you may find like some trash people like just throw cola, drink it, just chuck it on like they don't like they don't even like even want to like go to the nearest trash can and put it there instead, and they're just being lazy and would rather trash the environment. So what's up with what's going on with these the fish and fishing equipment that might be left behind by people who don't are like careless, and the the consequences of that is like what happened to like the lady's woman as a husband, and they reported it, and so you might be walking, and if you are a person who walks around in a waterfront or trails area, and where people might be fishing a lot, or secretly fishing, and you might end up stepping on if you are wearing shoes, slippers, or walking barefoot. You might step on like a fish hook, and those are pretty sharp. So if fishing lines are hanging off something, you might trip off one of them. So also fishing lines might be a tripping hazard if they are not taken from where you like brought them from. And also animals who might be like living in the area. There's so so maybe stray cats might be like stepping on these by accident. So I tell you, like it's something like you should be like concerned about, because there might be wild animals out in the area that you might not even know about, that like wolves, bears, foxes that like might be looking for food, or by the waterfront, looking for fish to eat, and then they're going, "Oh," and then one they step on it by one with one of their paws. So it's the same effect as if you were walking barefoot around and you stepped on like a fish hook. So if you know somebody who like is fishing, tell them to, if they are like fishing, to bring all their equipment back home, and instead of like trashing the place. Because it affects like other people who might be like walking the trails, or other people who might be fishing, or even wild animals and domestic animals. So if you know like some business people, or are friends with some business owners who like sell fishing equipment and such, and do let them know about like what might be like going on, and how like people might be leaving fishing equipment out after they've been fishing, and then leaving fish hooks behind, or fishing lines, or any other equipment. And so do let them know to tell customers to not do that. Because it's like a big safety hazard for it's a hazard for any like wildlife, and basically anyone who might be fishing or walking around in the area, and they didn't see it coming until it was too late. So let your like fishing friends to not do that, not do that, and if take all their equipment back home. And if they have been fishing, and if they just throw fish back in the water, don't do that. You fish what you fish, and if it don't fit in your box, don't fish after that. You catch someone like doing like just leaving fishing equipment behind, report them. That is all.